Why? Should have some mic, I think. Oh no. I've been talking to myself again. So yeah, I've ordered a G-Tech Air RAM because my Hoover's fucked. Didn't switch on the power to the thingy. I'm going to change this. I'm going to have to get myself a preamp here. I don't have to. In fact, I might switch back onto Twitch. I don't know. I'm getting a bit more joy on Twitch. What I didn't like about Twitch is you got these silly fucking knobheads filling your chat up with shit, and it's like, mate, fuck off. If you stood next to you now and you put that on my fucking chat, I'd pull your fucking ears off, you cunt. Anyway. This doesn't seem to have it. Organic growth. I don't get no organic growth on here. Hey ho. But I'm doing it anyway because, it's a chance for me just to open my mouth and actually use it. I just sit in fucking silence and occasionally mumble to myself. I'll have a full conversation with myself. So yeah, I bought the G-Tech Air RAM kit. So I'll do a few little videos of how good that is. I've just had enough. I tried to switch my vacuum cleaner on. I've cleared it all out, had a look. A moderate amount of dust in one of the filters, and it's like, why aren't you working, you cunt? So that's in the bin. And I've reluctantly spent 350 quid on my credit card on a bit of plastic that I don't really want. However, if it sits in the corner, does what it's fucking told, and does its job, I'll be happy as Larry with it. And as for the other bit, the handheld thing, I don't know, I'll have to find, it's probably going to be more of an, I don't know. I'll find a space for it anyway. I'm developing spaces here. I need to develop the loft space though, for sure. That's got to come over the next few weeks. So yeah, and I've actually noticed I've moved the box. I've actually pulled it out of the box, the shower screen. Just having 30 minutes after my breakfast. And I'll make a little noise for 30 minutes while my breakfast settles. I'm not going to comment on the Dobber mind, but folk won't change, and then they wonder why the same shit just keeps happening over and over and over again. That's all I've got to say about that. A little bit of odd history though for the area. I've met the guy today who did the paintings in Misterton of the Queen, or two queens, Queen Elizabeth and Queen Elizabeth II. So I might have to do his portrait, particularly since it's cameras, so he tells me. Met him in local library. So I went down to, which reminds me, I've got the thing for that here. Before I forget, I will put that in a place where it's likely going to get lost. I thought, while we're passing and it's open, I'll just see if they do music CDs or I can get them. They haven't got an art section. This is diabolical. They've actually got my book in there. Well, they did have. I don't know. My first book, anyway. May well be my last book. It might not be. I'm going to have to do a new desk. I feel like things like, I don't know. You know, you just got to have your space right. G-Tech Air Rams, I hope they're going to do that. Yeah, don't know what's going to happen with regards work. I no doubt I'll have a lot of knives for my eyes in my back. I'm there tomorrow. Not dreading it. It's just going to be another day in fucking paradise, innit? But I'm just not going to sit there and accept how shonky it is at the minute. It's fucking shonky. Oh. So I've had to make me move, and that's that. And if no happens and I don't get no job in health and safety, I was right up my alley. Well, if that don't come, then I think I'm going to have to quit, because I don't really want to die in shit. You know. I just don't. You know. When we're gonna die, I want to die at the edge of a blade in wild blazing sword fights, not in some shit because some shonky motherfucker didn't fix something he should have done. Anyways, I'm going to make a quick fucking noise, and I'm going to have a look, see if I can put this thing up or do some pots, which is the bowl's full. But typical me, I'm trying to dodge that one. But, you know, I pay myself here, which is, I pay myself pittance, so no it gets done. Not if I don't feel like it. But I'm trying to change that. But, you know, there's a lot of work, it requires money, and having to buy G-Tech Air Rams was not really on the agenda, but I'm not buying another bag of shit over just to trip over it and fucking whatever, so I might as well have that where it sits nice and neatly in a corner and does whatever a G-Tech Air Ram does when it's sat in a corner. Oh, yeah. There you go. It looks like quite a good bit of kit, but I don't know. Reinforced with aluminium. It's got to be good, hasn't it? I hope that means the handle. It don't look like it takes a lot of fucking turning. So I've seen one of these shark things at my friend's house and just snapped into it. Nah. So, a little G-Tech Air Ram sat in my corner. Wouldn't mind one of them robot ones, but they look like rubbish, to be honest. Rubbish for posh people who've actually got cleaners as well. But, yeah, I might get a cleaner in actually once these debts are fucking cleared. Anyhow, could be doing all that too. Oh, I just wondered whether to break my chisel ending. It's Valentine's Day after all. I don't know. I might do. I might just give it a quick knock. Just a quick tap or two. Do we getting it on a... Well, I need to shape the base, to be fair. I think... I need to put it on something so I could fucking actually carve it. Without rolling it around, because that's what broke the last ones. So that's two carving benches I need to make. One for wood, one for stone. They've got some carving benches actually on that Southern Stone site. I might have a look and just see what kind of things they're knocking up. Well, then you've got the challenge of getting the stone onto the bench, which I don't know if you've ever picked up a 3 foot long, 3 foot wide piece of stone of an awkward shape. They don't go onto benches very easily. But I think the first one I'm carving in front because I fancy the sandstone strewn on the floor. At least in a little spot. I wish I got that tumbler now so I could tumble anything loose into fucking pebbles. But I don't think they cost a great deal, those tumblers, did they? I don't know. I might just have to make one from a fucking engine or something in a barrel. So yeah, okay. Procrastinating. Well, that's me back in that mode, and with 5 days of work ahead of me. Oh dear. For those who are interested, which is no one, I've creamed up my cock again. So I've refrained from doing the whole body. I'll do that again later on this week, probably after my 5 days, but we'll see how we get on. I've also redone my foot. I seem to have, I don't know, tried to fucking run away on my foot or something, fuck knows. However, right this second, it feels quite good. And partway up the leg, well, you know, 2 days and then a more direct treatment on the usual spots, and then I don't know. Mr. Willie looks a hell of a lot better for it. I haven't actually seen any sort of come out, so that's a kind of a bonus. But it doesn't mean they're all out by any stretch. The imagination. Oh. This is much a process of dead skin removal as it is anything else. What it is to do to my skin, but it's obviously something different that they've not. So I had to find any research on it, which is why I kind of offered myself up for a bit of research, but no one listened. That's social media for you. They turned off as soon as you start dissing the NHS. Everyone's either NHS evangelist. You're usually an NHS evangelist until you watch the NHS just slowly kill somebody or something, you know. Which, inevitably, and without differentiation, you know, it's the fault of the person who sends herself to that fucking place. If that's what occurs to you. But some things are unavoidable. You know, that's just fucking life, and you thank them for that, I guess. But myself, I've just in a boatload of since birth, just clusterfucks wherever I've wandered. Yeah, I just, you know, at work, I don't want some idiot switching a massive machine on. Well, I'm not fucking, I can't hear it. And the fucking thing starts up running when it's happened before, when it's been off. You know, and you can't be sure that all the fail-safes are going to be on. If it starts up, you're getting dragged down a shitty fucking road into God only knows what that's been left on deck. You know what I mean? Old Mindy switched it on last time. I noticed Mindy's been doing some naughties, but has picked up some bad habits from Piggy. But ultimately, sometimes you do have to push that door with a truck. You know, them guys don't come out and help you fucking push the bastard. So if you're there when you're told and you can't fucking move it, it needs to be fucking moved, one way or another. But it ain't good. It ain't the best way of doing it. It just needs a bit more organisation, that's all it fucking needs. And, you know, saying who the this is what he's, you know, big issue, needs sorting today, tomorrow at the latest, end the fucking story. You know what I mean? You know, shit on floor, take you 10 minutes to cut that up and take it away. I do it myself, but I'm not qualified to use a cutter. And I didn't leave a fucking mess either. So hopefully alarm's fitted. So I don't have to experience spooky fucking thoughts at work. Or worry about whether a fucking door's gonna fall on me. So I just don't want it. Or someone's gonna fly out the machine because I've not seen the cages collapsed or whatever. And just die in a corner with a big metal shitted up spike in my chest and ass puddle of shit. Some of it my own, and just sitting there fading away, thinking shit. Why didn't I get a desk job? Because it's all fucking worthless waste of time if you're going to end up fucking dead, innit? It's not the best use of time if you don't, but at least you can kind of enjoy it. Like I said, I'm no angel. I've had to fucking smack my own wrist. I've been doing some naughties myself, so I've been, you know, smack my own wrist as well. You know. And, you know, some bad practice going on in my truck, and I've had to curb it. I'm bored of doing it anyway if it's not going anywhere. If it's not going anywhere, I might as well be leaving anyhow. If that's the only vision the company's got for me, is doing that for the rest of my days. No fucking way. However, I don't see myself going into management side. It's fully booked anyway, management side of things, as far as I can tell. I don't know what deal the fucking health and safety management gets. But yes, far too many dice rolling over my head for me to be comfortable at the minute. So hopefully things have changed when I get back. And and that's the only way you should be looking at it. Not that I've grasped you, but that your fucking performance has been less than fucking admirable. And that it needs improvement. Simple, innit? You know, I don't want to die in that shithole. So let's have it all sorted. Nor do I want 3 hours extra fucking work a week because the machine didn't get fucking oiled or whatever. You know, that should just be part of a routine, that shit. Someone glancing round it. Once a fucking day if necessary, but obviously don't need once a day. You can just put that routine into whatever the routines are. You know what I mean? It's not difficult, that. It's not difficult to pick up your shit after you've cut it all up. Put it on a pallet and then, you know, I'll move it for you if that's what you want. I'm not dragging all your shit down single-handedly that weighs fucking 80 kilos and stuff. And, you know, alarms are there for a reason. I think there needs to be a couple more, my son, but just in the way the system runs. Although, if everyone's doing things correctly, then the system won't run. If someone's on the belt, then they shouldn't be. Well, first to admit, I don't always mind it. On my end, we just turn it off. 3 switches, turn them off. There's only ever 2 people in the fucking building, and ain't no others that are actually going to turn anything on. So, although the scenario could happen. It's all about avoiding the scenarios, you know. If you can visualise it happen, then it fucking will. You know what I mean? At some point. Or something similar. Oh. Which is why I want another bit of cage put in over that fucking spinner thing. As I'm sure it spits stuff out the top of it. I remember Pete told me it's fucking spat a fucking spike out on his last, or one of his last weeks. Or days even. And it landed next to him, so you just don't want. It obviously can do. And these things just aren't taken anywhere near seriously enough. End of story. Nowhere near seriously enough.